Mark my words, Sony will release the A7S IV and once again completely dominate the market. And we know to this point that Sony has registered 3 brand new cameras in China. And furthermore, we know that one of these cameras will be the A9 Mark III. Now, what's really exciting about the A9 Mark III and the A7S IV is I believe these will be brand new cameras built from the ground up, meaning the most important internals, i.e. the camera sensor, will be brand new. Furthermore, these will be incredible sensors, capable of incredible video and photo specs. And this new Wonder camera would be based on an 18 to 24 megapixel camera sensor. Backside illuminated, this would allow Sony to deliver multiple codecs featuring 6K footage. Imagine 6K, 120 frames per second slow motion in 6K. That is the kind of stuff that would get all the creators really excited and buying. Now, of course, this kind of sensor would be trickled down into a new FX model, but nonetheless, what about all the creators that want a viewfinder, that want video features like I'm talking about? They wouldn't really neglect or leave out that big segment, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And when you start there and begin to add all the other cool innovative tech that Sony has been releasing, like that incredible flip screen on the A7R5, along with the new AI processing chip that takes autofocus to a completely different place. I mean, did you see this footage of the autofocus on this bee? Imagine this bee is flying around in the AI processing chip, and thus the new autofocus was incredible. And at the same time, there's still additional features that Sony can and I believe will add in, like a really high-end viewfinder, 9 million dots. And imagine taking a photo or capturing video with a camera body that has vastly improved IBIS, up to 8 stops. And we could even take it to the next level. Imagine, if you would, that you pair that camera body with a lens that offers OSS, optical steady shot. All of a sudden, you're able to capture long exposure photos handheld. Really great in low light situations. And if you think about how Sony moves in the market by releasing so many different cameras using a lot of the same sensors, Sony A6300, 6400, 6600, all incorporating the same sensor. So why wouldn't Sony craft and create a 24 megapixel camera sensor for the S line of cameras and then roll it out in the FX3, or maybe they'll call it the FX4? And at the end of the day, if they do away with the A7 line, they're really neglecting a segment of the market that values hybrid shooting. They want photos, they want video, and based on how they shoot, they need a viewfinder. And then if you think about the Sony full-frame camera lineup, you'd have the A7S IV coming in with the lowest megapixels, let's say 24. Then you could bump up to say 35 or 33 with the A9 Mark III. You would have the budget-friendly A7 IV also coming in at 33 megapixels. The A9 Mark III featuring somewhere between 30 to 35 megapixels. And then finally, you'd have the high resolution options in the Sony A1 Mark II and the 60 megapixel monster, the A7R5. You know, there are so many amazing cameras that Sony offers, and these videos on the screen right now go into different cameras and what they offer. Check out those videos, and I'll see you on the next one. You dig?